In this video, what I wanted to talk about was a comment that was left by a viewer about me living a detached life. The comment was a great comment. It's a great viewer. His YouTube name is My Opinion. It's a person I met online. I believe he's from the UK. Good man, smart man, intelligent man. Great conversation, and it sparked something in my mind that I felt was worth expanding on, worth talking about in a video. Because relationships are the number one cause of stress that keep people up at night. Uh, so it's a big part of life, relationships. It's a big part of your journey in this world. I spoke on it a little bit last night on my live feed on YouTube, but I wrote it down on my phone that I wanted to make a video directly speaking about it because I think it's important, and there was something stirred inside me that I wanted to share my view on it. Because I had posted a video, and the other YouTuber, who was named My Opinion, he said, Sam, I watch your videos and I like your videos. They're very good, but there's an underlying sadness. I'm paraphrasing, but he's saying there's an underlying sadness, and I think maybe it's coming from the fact that you live a detached life. Which is true. I'm a single person by choice. I don't really associate with any friends or family. 90% of my time, if not more, is spent totally by myself. Even more so now than at any time in my life. I mean, I work remotely, so I work wherever there's Wi-Fi. I work by myself. I connect with associates virtually, but I'm mainly by myself. I'm not by any family members or friends. I live in Florida. The only family member I really keep in touch with still is my mother. I talk to her every day, but that's virtually through the phone or the internet. And I mean, I have friends that live in Florida, but I don't see them. I don't speak to them other than online. I don't date anymore. I stopped dating a couple years ago by choice. And I don't have any pets. I had a pet for 10 years, passed away, and I chose not to get another one by choice. So why do I choose to live alone? Because I've been blessed enough to be in relationships. In some relationships, I got my heart broken. In some relationships, I broke the other person's heart. And I got to a certain point where I'm thankful for each relationship because it showed me a beautiful part of life. You should experience love in life. Love is a blessing. But love is also very painful because every relationship is going to end in a disaster, meaning that it's either going to end in a breakup, or even if you live together for a long time, one of you will pass away before the other. And I've seen that. And it just takes too much out of me. And even when you're together, if both of you can stay together and both of you can stay healthy for the majority time of your life, after the initial fun of the courting of a relationship, it's a lot of work to maintain a relationship with moments of joy, but mixed in with a lot of work. And so I just got to the point where I was tired of giving all of myself to something that I felt was taking more than it was giving. It's just not worth it for me with my personality. And that's the key, knowing yourself. I don't think you know yourself until you're in your mid-30s. My personality is I like to spend most of the time by myself. If I don't, I get very anxious, frustrated, and I feel like resentful because someone else is taking away from my personal self-care time. And if everything is not at peace with me, like I'm at a mature place where I don't take my frustrations out on other people, but you can tell I'm not happy. And when someone can tell you're not happy, and even if you're not taking it out on them, it's not right. And I experienced that with my dog. I love my dog. It took something out of my soul when my dog passed away, and you never get that back. Do you heal from a relationship that either there's a breakup or someone passes away? Do you heal? Does time heal it? Time heals it, but you are never the same. I'll never be the same. My finger broke playing basketball, and it healed, but it's never been the same. It will never fully straighten again. The ligaments were torn too much. So you break something, it can heal over time. Time does heal, but it's never the same. And that's how it is after a breakup, after losing someone in your life, after someone passes away. It's, you heal, you do find joy again, because there's a season of your life where you feel like you'll never feel joy again. You will feel joy again, but you'll never be the same. Even at night sometimes, like, I sleep peacefully. I'm at peace with myself. I'm at peace with God. But I still get haunted, by times with my dog, by memories. And as you get older, you have more memories, you have more pain, and you can't give anything more out of your soul. And for me, I'm not saying this for everyone, but for me, I'd rather live a detached life for the most part and not have to give any more of myself, because I can't handle, I don't want to go through all that is required of attaching yourself to relationships, to pets. It takes too much out of you, and it's going to end up taking more out of you eventually, one way or another. And so here is the bottom line. The bottom line is, and this is what I kind of concluded to my reply to the viewer, and love and respect again to you, my opinion. My reply was basically paraphrases this: you cannot avoid sadness in life. So if you see my video and you feel a level of sadness, it's real. But for me, living a detached life, yes, there's a level of sadness, but there's also happy moments. And I have more happy moments than sad moments living alone. And the truth is, the facts is, when I was in a relationship or when I had other things, I had more sad moments than happy moments, because of the way I am, because of the way things are. And some of the loneliest times you will feel in your life is when you're in a relationship. Some of the saddest times you'll feel in your life is when you are in a relationship. Not all, but even good ones, you can feel that way. Yes, that's true. So you can't avoid sadness. And if you do try to avoid sadness, I think you're deceiving yourself, and I think you're going to make life harder on yourself. That's my opinion and my observation of living life. And so you have to decide in life that, being that you cannot escape sadness, part of this world, what provides you least sadness and most happiness, and that's the type of lifestyle you live. And at this point in my journey, and for me, for the foreseeable future, living a detached, single life for the most part, while still I'm still good socializing, I'm still good, and I have, certain relationships virtually. I live a happier life being detached. Is it perfect? No. Are there sad moments? No. Is it better than the alternative, which I lived, with having relationships, having pets? Yes. For me, yes. It's better to live detached. You can't avoid sadness in this world. But you should try to make decisions to make your life less sad and more happy, which I believe in. That's what I do. I try to stay positive, optimistic, and I try to progressively improve my life to the best I can based on my personality. And that's the thing. We're all have different personalities. Some people, they should be attached and be in relationships and be with family. That's who they are. And there's no shame in that. There's no right or wrong. There's knowing yourself and making the best decisions for yourself at that time. And then if something changes, you grow and evolve. I mean, something may always change. I always leave my mind open to that. I also make that as a common note in most of my videos. But I think it's important to touch on that topic, because I think it's the number one thing that keeps people up at night is relationships. It's stress from them. Because if it keeps you up at night, it's not happiness. But certainly there is great joy and love, and you should experience it. But you will have to come to a point in your life. Do you want to get another pet just to see it pass away, just to give all that energy? Do you want to get into a relationship knowing it's going to end? Do you want to go through it again and again and again? Some people, yes. For me, no. And everyone should make their own decision based on knowing themselves and what they feel is best for themselves. Because I want the best for everyone, including myself. And so thank you for the comment, my opinion. Thank you for everyone who shares a comment. But I felt it was important for me to verbally express more on that topic. And that's what I want to do. Peace and love.